UFC 246, McGregor Cerrone this Saturday in Las Vegas. We are now joined by the one and only Conor McGregor from Las Vegas. Conor, welcome to Tim and Sid. It is great to talk to you. It's been a while since we've seen you in the ring. Things have gotten a little boring. It's actually glad that you're back, or I'm glad that you're back.
Yes.
Are we going to?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Are we? How different a Conor are we going to see this Saturday in the octagon compared to the last time we saw you when you fought Khabib?
Oh, you're going to see a much more focused, a much more committed individual. I've put in immense work for this camp. I've recognized what I needed to do, what I shouldn't be doing, and I've followed my instruction, and went full steam ahead with it. The camp has been flawless. Everything is good. The energy is high. I'm on weight. I'm actually underweight right now. So I'm very excited to go in and showcase my skills and remind everyone who created this game and who founded this game, So I'm very, very excited to be back.
I keep hearing the more focused, and I also keep hearing the more happier Conor McGregor heading into 246. Would you agree with the happier part? And do you know why it is?
Yeah, most certainly. You when you tell yourself that you've got to do something and you follow that, it's like a mini victory, right? And that's been happening to me a lot. I've recognized what I needed to do and I've done it. I've executed it, and it's just given me these victories, and it's given me this want to be in the gym and want to put in the work and want to do all the things that surround the fight business, and it just made me more happier to be involved in it. So I kind of switched off before. Now I'm most certainly switched on. I'm very, very excited.
Conor, I'm a huge fan of reading quotes because I'm not smart enough to know on my own. And one of my favorite quotes as I get older is, "In youth we learn, in age we understand." 2019, maybe even 2018 weren't the greatest years for you. Do you have any regrets the way things have gone down over the last couple of years?
Of course, certain things went ways that would have been better to go other ways, right? But, I'm not dwelling on the past or those specific moments. For me, they were phenomenal learning years. They were certainly phenomenal revenue years, So I learned a lot. I still stayed above ground, and I'm utilizing these lessons in 2020, the year of perfect vision. So I feel everything happens for a reason. We must go to certain places in our life to truly understand and to truly learn. And that quote that you understand with age is very, very true. I feel very much that I understand my surroundings, what I need, what I must do, and I'm doing them.
Nice.
You mentioned I stayed above ground. The level of fame, Conor, and don't get me wrong, you're still fairly famous. But the level of fame that you had a couple of years ago, describe that for us. What is that like?
Fame is a wild animal, right? It's a wild animal it's hard to get a hold of. So, it comes with its pros and its cons, like many things, But again, we're just trying to focus on the pros. I feel I'm a lot more accustomed to being everything scrutinized, and certain things can run away, and but look, fame is just a part of this game, and it's not what I got in this game for. I got in this game for the love of competition, and for the love of fighting, and for the love of securing my family's future, and that's where I'm at right now. And the fame is just a necessary part of it, and it is what it is.
Let's talk about that love of the game, Conor, because here in Canada, we often talk about GSP and how his career ended and how the door never really closed. You've got enough money. Why keep fighting? Why stay in this world where you are the hunted man?
I could buy and sell George St. Pierre. That's what I'm sure. Hell, George. Although I like George. He's not a bad guy. I mean, if he's flirting with it, he should just go and do it. Coming back and hearing this and that and the other. The belt got taken off. The belt he used to hold got taken off and gave to someone else, and he should come back and do it. I think so. But yeah, I'm in a great spot. I've done very well for myself. I've created avenues and revenue streams outside of the fight game. It's it's a very difficult thing to do. It's the most difficult thing to do, not just in the fight game, but in any athletic endeavor. It's hard to create revenue streams outside the game. Usually, when you retire or you're done. Me, I've kind of secured myself outside of that already, and now I still look at me now. I still have that athletic fire in me, and I'm just 31 years of age. A lot of prime left in me. and a lot of desire and a lot of lofty goals. You know, I'm moving up in weight. Of course, this was unheard of. Before I moved up and won that second world title at 155 pounds, not one fighter in the game would float through the divisions like I have. So, you know, I take risks. I want to aspire to do great things, and moving up again to 170. There's many more. It opens many more options for me. There's a lot of great things happening in the welterweight division at present. I'm also still open to the boxing venture. You know, I'd love to win a boxing world title. I've recently brought back on my old boxing coaches, which in reality was a grave error on my behalf, not to bring my original boxing coaches in for the Mayweather camp. But all in all, we done well. But now I'm back with my team, and a boxing world title is another lofty goal of mine, and another goal that I will achieve. And that's it. We set goals, we work hard, and we strive to achieve.
Conor, let's go down that road here, and I don't want to discredit Cowboy Cerrone, who is one of the best in the business, and it's going to be an entertaining fight this weekend. But I want to pitch this to you. I'm going to give you 3 names. Of the 3 names, I want you to tell me who you are most likely to fight sometime over the next 12 months. So here are the names. Khabib, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Who of those 3 are you most likely to fight in the next 12 months?
Jeez, I tell you what, that is a tough question. You know, right, I'm starting this year like a season, right? Fighting is not necessarily like regular sports, basketball, football, they have their season. Fighting is not really like that. But for me, I am approaching this year like a season, so I want consecutive bouts and activity. It's what allowed me to rise up and achieve what I have achieved in the sport, and it allowed me to be at the sharpest of my abilities, and that's what led me to win that second world title in New York that time. So that's what I'm looking for. So I could very well fight all 3. There has been an offer on the table for the Manny Pacquiao fight. The Floyd fight is always being flirted with, and the Khabib rematch is inevitable. You know, we are looking for that to take place in Moscow. I want that bout to take place in Moscow. I think for me, all I can just see is Rocky Balboa. You know what I mean? That's what that reminds me of, and I just want to create that for the fans and for the people, and it must take place. So I could very well fight all 3 of them this year. I could say I could have maybe another 4 fights this year on top of this one.
Wow. I don't want to glaze over the comment you just made about fighting all 3, but the comment you made about fighting Khabib in Moscow, you're not kidding, are you? Do you feel safe in that environment?
I love Moscow very dearly. I went out there. You know, he tried to say, you're not welcome in Moscow. What did I do? I went over there straight away, through a big press conference, and then bang in the heart of Moscow. It's a phenomenal place. There are good people out there. They support me very well. I've got a good fan base out there. You know, Khabib was from a certain part of Russia, in Dagestan. It's isolated, and I have my people out there, and it would be a phenomenal bout, and a bout that must take place, and it will take place.
Would the lead up of that potential bout, forgive me, Tim.
No, that's all right.
Would the lead up of that potential bout be much different? And I think you know where I'm going with this. Much different than the initial lead up a few years back with Khabib.
You know, I would certainly focus more on the skills, like I am. You know, I'm focused on my inner thoughts, my internal dialogue, and I'm keeping that strong and keeping my focus. So I would be focused on that, and I would be committed. You know, that's basically it. You know, I just was not committed. I was committed inside the gym. When I was in the gym, I would work hard, but outside the gym, no, I would drift off, and that is not the life of a top athlete and a top fighter. So I would correct those and focus on myself and my team, and make it right. So
I love the focus.
Although, would it still get personally? You know, it's a personal war between myself and that man. So I make no promises that it would be that much different, but I would certainly be in much better condition for a bout.
I love the new focus, Conor McGregor. I love the happy Conor McGregor. I wonder if you've allowed yourself to wonder what you want to be when it's all said and done. Have you ever allowed yourself to kind of walk down that road and what you want your legacy to be?
You know, I suppose I just want to be known. I'd like to be known as a man who took risks, you know, who defied the odds, went against the grain, and done things that were never done before. I have many firsts in my career, and done things that have never been done before, and I'm very proud of that. Maybe also an educator, you know. I've showed the world how to do it, and I've also showed the world maybe how not to do it, you know. And then I've also showed the world how to do it again after showing them how not to do it. So We're just going around and around, I suppose. But I'm very proud of my achievements, and I have many more achievements that I aspire to achieve.
To quote Irish sports fans, some of the best on earth, there's only one Conor McGregor. And he just joined us here on Tim and Sid.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're dead right. The Irish fans are phenomenal support, and I know there's many Irish out in Toronto. I had an amazing time there. I was there twice, actually. I was there once for the Jose Aldo build-up. We done a press conference out there. Blew me away because I had not known at that time that there were so many Irish people out there. So I was very taken back by that. And then obviously the Mayweather spectacle, which was a wild affair, and we had a great time. I love Toronto dearly. I'm good friends with Drake. I'm in constant contact with Drake. He's a phenomenal man. I look forward to hopefully coming out to Toronto soon, and thank you so much for the support.
Next time we have a parade,
also,
you're
one more
invited.
thing. Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. Also, one more thing. The song, There's Only One Conor McGregor. Well, now there's actually two. The song should be There's Only Two Conor McGregors, because my son, Conor McGregor Jr., he's following up behind me. So I may have the fans change that song. But thank you for the support, sir. I appreciate it.